Business litigation trial attorney Seth Berenzweig joins us now. Seth, appreciate you being with us. How in the world are consumers going to benefit by somehow the government taking over what's on my iPhone, or how Apple does business?
Well, I don't think the consumers are going to benefit at all from this lawsuit. This is a huge piece of litigation that now will probably go on for years, where the government filed an 80-page screed laying out all of these parades of horribles as to why Apple supposedly is engaging in an antitrust violation under federal law. Here's the problem. The problem is that Apple has created its own unique high-tech infrastructure, which is basically a walled garden of technology centered upon the iPhone. And the Attorney General has a problem with the fact that Apple has done an amazing job creating interactive technology within that space, and now they're being attacked by saying that this is being too effective. Apple is operating in a fiercely competitive market. It's doing a great job, and there's more help than harm that's benefiting the American consumer. So as you point out, bureaucrats should not be managing your iPhone. The free market should be doing that. This is a weak case that should not have been filed.
Any idea why they're doing it then? These are smart lawyers.
Well, I think that, quite frankly, there's a little bit of a political nuance to this. That we're in the heat of a political season, and the Justice Department, together with joining forces with 16 states, is going in and saying that they're going to be carrying the consumer protection flag. You also have to realize that this is a Justice Department that has taken a very distinct view of antitrust. See, for example, their fierce opposition to the JetBlue Spirit transaction. But really what they're doing is they're attacking a company, Apple, which has essentially become the victim of its own success. The reason why they have these interactive elements on a technology platform is because they are purposefully trying to create a safer, more secure experience. A lot of these other technology companies have hacks that the Apple environment simply doesn't have. That is a safety feature that really the government gives short shrift to. So ultimately, the company needs to be able to allow market forces to prevail. And I think that as far as the litigation is concerned, it will be a long battle, but I think Apple will come out on top.
And we all know Apple has a lot of attorneys that bill by the hour, which means that all of the attorneys' fees are going to get passed on to us, the consumer, or to the stockholders, right? The stock of Apple's down 4% in everybody's 401k. Every pension fund, union pension fund, holds Apple stock, so that's where everybody gets caught. It was funny you said about the DOJ. I have been told over and over again that there's absolutely nothing political about the Department of Justice ever. So I think I just want to be fair to the DOJ that that's what they would say. Their lawsuit against Apple, illegal behavior, new subscription to automotive services, third-party apps, like if you buy something on Kindle, then Apple gets a cut of it. I think that's what they're trying to talk about. The creation of third-party digital wallets are forbidden. Degrading the marketing of cross-platform messaging and blocking the growth of apps. I don't know. I have WhatsApp and Signal and everything else. Suppressed mobile cloud streaming services. On and on and on. You think about sort of the issues presented to America right now. Your iPhone, that 80 or 90% of Americans who have an iPhone buy another iPhone, versus doors falling off airplanes, the Adderall shortage, crumbling bridges and infrastructure, the fentanyl epidemic, potholes. There's all these very basic things. And I'm wondering, yes, the government can do two things at once, but the fentanyl crisis, for example, is a DOJ issue. How much of this is the DOJ having to appear to be doing something because they can't or they won't solve the much harder problems?
Well, not only do I agree with your analysis, but quite frankly, this is a case that indicates a solution looking for a problem. Are we really suffering as consumers over the fact that at most we might have to pay $9 a month for groundbreaking technology in the App Store? Are we really suffering when, in fact, we have multiple phones that we can buy, we have multiple platforms that we can reference? The level of technology for today has made the life of the consumer stronger than ever. We have multiple options to be able to pay, not just the Apple Wallet. So really, I think the Justice Department has a lot of ills that are going on right now. Even in the business space, there are issues that are happening. But the free market should be in charge of regulating Apple. And the graveyard of American corporations is littered with companies that were up one day and down the next. Free market forces should be.
Yeah, you just look at BlackBerry, look at Nokia, even in the mobile phone world. BlackBerry owned corporate email, and then the iPhone came in and said, "Hey, we can do it better." Seth, you are a scholar, a counselor, an advisor, and a lawyer who agrees with me and doesn't send me a bill. You will certainly be invited back, sir. Thank you.
You bet. My pleasure.